Hi guys, and welcome back to another exciting electrical video as part of the Hither Green in O Gauge project channel. The last video, which should be on YouTube by now, was a video of wiring up the track. An exciting video watching solder get hot. But this video is just as exciting, but it's also very important, and hopefully will help people with their cobalt motors in their ESU command station. First thing to remember, when you get your point motors, the actuator should be in the mid position, and so when you connect the point motor to the points, the blades must also be in the mid position, and it's quite straightforward after that. Now hopefully you can read it here, but we have the DCC in, those two, the frogs, and that's it. That's all we need on this system. I don't need any of these lighting functions or anything else like that, because I've got this. This is why I bought the ESU command station. Now my last layout was a bit more complicated on the track plan, so this layout's a bit basic for control of this standard, but I shouldn't have to replace it anyway if I build another layout at a later stage. And the reason is this. Change the screen, I have a track plan that I can assemble. You insert the points and they indicate which direction they are in, and to change the points you just tap the screen and hey presto, that specific point changes. I don't have to remember point numbers or decoder numbers or anything like that. I just go to the screen and press which point I want to operate. So to get to this stage, the first thing we have to do on the spanner button for the track is set things up. Sorry, that's wrong. I don't do this very often. First off, we have to go on that button there to create our points. These all down as accessories, you can add title to them and everything else like that. Once you work out where you're going, it's not too difficult. But this one is very important. Accessory number 197. That will come clear shortly, but I just keep that on there. It doesn't go on the map, but it's one that you need to do a couple of little jobs, and I'll explain that shortly. So on my map, if I go back to the map, I need another line that goes up here with another siding, so I will need a point, and in the case of what I will want on this map is a right hand point. So to create a right hand point, we come back to the accessories screen and select the spanner. So I now want to add an accessory, which is this little button down here, and it gives me the option. So on there it comes up with your accessory number, and you choose the icon from a list of signals and things, but I want a left-hand turnout, so I shall select a left-hand turnout, and that is a symbol on the panel. As simple as that. And we'll give it a new name, so we will name it dead end siding. So, dead end siding. Dead end siding. There we go, so that's the name of the accessory. We'll give it a number, we'll make this one number 4. So accessory 4, duration, address number 4, and save it. So I have those two accessories and accessory number 4 for dead end siding. And that's it. So now we've created the point. And it is operating. So you get the left route or the right route. And the same with the others as well. So now we go back to the map. We will edit the map. And what you have options along the bottom of accessories and track pieces and blanking the square out or whatever. So to input part of track, we select what we want, which is in this case the line up there, which is plain track, which is that square. And we select the square, and I just want one piece at 45 degrees, and it's pointing the wrong way, so this one here is to rotate it. And we can rotate it, so there we go. So I now need another track panel to go there, and then I'll need one to go in there. We'll do a few at a time just to make life easy. Then I'm going to want one up there, and probably so that's that one, around there. So there'll be one in there and one in the top there. So we'll arrange these around so we get a nice line. So select that square, so rotate, and it will turn it round, and that one, and that one. So now we have there. Go back to the standard track panels. That square onto straight, that square onto straight, that square onto straight, that square onto straight. And it's just a schematic diagram that we're building up. So I now want to put my set of points in. So I'll go to the accessory, and it'll bring a list up. There we go. I put access crossover dead end points is the one we're looking at. Dead end siding, there it is, that one. And again, it's in the wrong direction, so select the rotation key and tap on it until it's pointing the right way. And now we have some more plain track, so select the track icon, select straight track, straight track, straight track. We'll just keep going down there. Straight track. I'm going to change that one. I'm going to select that, so I'm going to edit it. So I'm going to blank it, delete it now, and then we'll go back. And I'm going to say I want a dead end. So there we go, a dead end. And now we continue on with this siding here. So we'll again back to the track. So we want a corner one at 45 degrees, again in the wrong direction. And rotate until it's the way we want it. And then back to the plain track, straight track, straight track, straight track. They've all rotated because I've used the rotation button. We'll just do them all. And then we shall go rotation, plomp. So it doesn't matter which way around you put them in, you just easy adjust. And then at the end, on that one, I want the dead end again. Well, that's it. So now I have my track plan on the depot. Okay, so the next part is programming the points. What we have on the panel here, on the end of the switch, is a set and run switch for programming. It's written on the back. Set down, up is run. So to program the track, the point accessory, it remembers its own code. So on the one under the board, I'm going to do this point here, which is at the end of the board here. I'm going to do him first. So I'm going to move you round. Bear with me while I line you up. So I'm going to do this point first. So I'm just going to dive underneath and find the switch and put it in the down position, which is in the set position. And then on the panel, you operate it a few times. Oh, I'm still on the maintenance, so turn that off. So now we're just on the panel. We operate it a few times. That's the wrong point moving. That's got a code over there that I obviously am already using on that point. That was that point operating. You can't see. That was that point operating. You shouldn't be operating yet, but anyway, we'll sort that out in a minute. So I've just done this one a few times in the set position, so I'll return the switch to the run position. So I've now operated the switch back into the run position, and now hopefully that point there should operate. Which it does. And the advantage in this case is this indication matches the direction that point is set. So I'm now set for number 1 road, and on here the yellow line is set for number 1 road. So that's all good. I don't know how this is going to work out now, because now I've got to do this accessory up here, so I might have to fully re-edit this accessory. So what I'm going to do is put it to the learn mode again, the set mode, move the switch down. I might have to go up, I can't see. There it is, there it is. So this point is now in the learn mode. He's in the set position. So I'm going to operate that toggle a few times. And then we'll go under here and see what it's done. So we're now back in the run mode of the point. And there we go. Now, this is why we have 197. This is now indicating onto this siding on the screen, but the point is set for the outside. So this is back to front, the yellow line. Now the instructions for reversing this is, if we go into accessories, switch it back to learning mode again. And we now toggle 197 a few times. It speaks to that decoder, remembers 197, and then you put it back to run. Oh, got a lot of room down there. put it back to run. It remembers the 197, but it also remembers the fact that we'd already gave it its identification number. So now I'll reverse the points. It is still set for the inside road, for this road, and hopefully now it's returned to the other direction. It's now set effectively for the straight route on there. So by doing the 197, you flick it a few times and it reverses the indication. So all 3 points are now working as per the indication, and that includes this set, which unfortunately I'm never going to use because there's never going to be a track off of here. It's just going to be a dead end. But I'd already bought the points. I was going to do the layout slightly different. I was going to have 4 roads here for the shed, but instead I've lost this road on the front to gain room for 2 sidings at the back. So by losing this road here, I've gained these 2. So it was a logical choice, and seeing as I already had all the stuff here for the points and the motor, might as well use them. So that is where we are. One thing you've always got to do is, because of this designer point motor with the long wire actuating arm that screws in there and goes up through a bracket, so you have this long rod that operates the points, that it takes the place of the spring and holds the point blades over. So in that case you need to remove the spring from the picot points. Take these little things out, don't need them. So there we go, that is how you program points. If there's any questions, drop a line in the bottom. If you like the video, please click the like button and please subscribe also. Catch you next time.